The phrase that instantly marks you as a tourist in Tokyo, the one that tells everyone you just stepped off the plane, is often Sumimasen. It's an almost involuntary utterance for many visitors, a linguistic Swiss Army knife they believe can cut through any social situation. But in reality, it often just slices off a layer of genuine connection. Imagine you've just landed, the hum of the aircraft still a faint echo in your ears, and the vibrant chaos of Tokyo's Narita or Haneda airport washes over you. You're feeling a mix of excitement and disorientation. You need to ask for directions, you accidentally bump into someone, you want to get a server's attention in a bustling ramen shop. What's the first word that springs to mind? For so many, it's Sumimasen. Pronounced Sumimasen with a soft oo that's almost silent, it sounds versatile, polite, even charming. And it is polite, but its versatility is where the misunderstanding and the giveaway begins. You see, while Sumimasen can indeed mean excuse me, sorry, and even a form of thank you, the way it's deployed by tourists often lacks the subtle cultural understanding that makes it truly appropriate. It's the difference between a deft, precise movement by a seasoned dancer and a well-intentioned but clumsy shuffle. A Tokyo local hearing a tourist liberally sprinkle Sumimasen throughout every interaction might politely respond, but inside, they've already filed you under newcomer. It's like using cheers in England for everything from a greeting to a farewell to a thank you. Technically it works, but it immediately highlights you as an outsider overusing a phrase. Let's unpack this. Think about the emotional weight of Sumimasen. It often carries a connotation of causing a slight inconvenience or acknowledging someone went out of their way for you. It's not just a casual oops. So, if you're trying to catch a server's eye in a quiet cafe, loudly calling out Sumimasen can feel a bit jarring, almost like you're pre-apologizing for an intrusion that hasn't even happened yet, or worse, implying you've already been a nuisance. It's like walking into a room and immediately saying, "My apologies for being here." It's confusing. So, if Sumimasen isn't the universal answer, what is? For a simple thank you, the gold standard, the phrase that will always be appreciated, is Arigatou Gozaimasu. Arigatou Gozaimasu. Say it with me. Arigatou Gozaimasu. It's warm, it's clear, and unambiguous. When you're handed your perfectly crafted sushi, or when a shop assistant bags your purchases, Arigatou Gozaimasu is the natural, respectful response. Tourists often default to Sumimasen even here, perhaps thinking it's more humble, but it actually just replaces a direct expression of gratitude with an apology-laced acknowledgement. But what about when you do need to get someone's attention, like that busy server? This is where many tourists really lean on Sumimasen to their detriment. Instead of a sharp, singular Sumimasen, often a local might say Chotto Sumimasen, Chotto Sumimasen, meaning excuse me for a moment, which softens the approach. Even better, they might just make eye contact and offer a slight nod, a silent, almost invisible signal. Picture this, a local discreetly raises a hand, catching the waiter's eye with a gentle gesture, while a tourist half shouts Sumimasen from across the room. One blends, the other stands out. The former receives a warm smile, the latter might get a polite but slightly delayed reaction. It also comes down to the depth of the apology. If you accidentally brush against someone on a crowded train, a quick, heartfelt Sumimasen is perfectly appropriate. You've caused a minor, momentary inconvenience. But if you've genuinely made a significant mistake or caused a real problem, a more direct and sincere apology, like Gomen nasai, or even Moshiwake Gozaimasen, might be called for. The nuance tells a story. Just as in English we wouldn't say, "Oops, my bad" for a serious offense, using Sumimasen for every level of apology can sound inadequate or, conversely, overly dramatic for a minor mishap. Interestingly, Sumimasen can introduce a request that might burden someone. For example, Sumimasen, eki wa doko desu ka? Excuse me, where is the station? Is perfectly acceptable. Here, it acknowledges that you are about to impose on their time and helpfulness. The key isn't that Sumimasen is inherently wrong, but that its use is far more specific and less of a catch-all than many foreigners assume. It's about being precise with your politeness. When you understand this distinction, you move from just saying words to actually communicating respect and awareness. If you've ever felt that slight pang of social awkwardness abroad, wondering if you just said the wrong thing, hit that like button. We've all been there, trying our best but missing those subtle cultural cues. It's a part of the adventure. Think about it. Language isn't just about translating words, it's about translating cultural context. Just like you wouldn't necessarily stand in the middle of a Shibuya crosswalk to take a selfie during peak rush hour, you also wouldn't use certain phrases without understanding their full weight. It's about blending in, not necessarily to hide your identity as a foreigner, but to show respect for the local customs and make interactions smoother. This meticulous attention to linguistic detail isn't unique to Japan, of course. In countless cultures, a single phrase, used out of context, can subtly mark you. It might be the casual "how's it going" in a formal business meeting, or using a first name too soon. These small verbal choices create a ripple effect, shaping how people perceive you, how open they are to engaging further. It's not about judgment, it's about signaling your effort to understand. What other subtle language differences have you noticed in your travels that instantly revealed someone as a tourist? Share your stories and insights in the comments below. Perhaps you've been on the receiving end or made a similar linguistic faux pas yourself. It's these shared experiences that truly enrich our understanding of the world. E é exatamente nesse emaranhado de interações que a magia da viagem se aprofunda. Quando você começa a decifrar esses códigos silenciosos, é como se uma nova dimensão do lugar se abrisse. De repente, uma simples troca de palavras deixa de ser só transação e se torna conexão. Você não é mais um observador distante, mas parte integrante da cena, mesmo que por um instante fugaz. Em Tóquio, por exemplo, essa sutileza linguística pode ser a diferença entre ser visto como alguém que está apenas de passagem ou como um visitante que realmente se importa em entender o coração da cultura. Se você já sentiu essa sensação de encaixe em alguma viagem, de realmente se conectar com o local, me conta nos comentários qual foi o momento que você percebeu que estava pegando o jeito. Não que ser marcado como turista seja algo terrível, afinal, somos turistas. Mas há uma diferença gritante entre ser um turista admirado por sua curiosidade e um turista que, sem querer, acaba transmitindo uma certa desconsideração. É um equívoco inocente muitas vezes, mas que pode fechar portas para interações mais genuínas, para aquele sorriso extra, para a ajuda espontânea. E é exatamente por isso que certas expressões, por mais banais que pareçam para nós, se tornam verdadeiros sinais luminosos para os locais. Elas são como um carimbo invisível que diz: "Eu não sei muito bem como as coisas funcionam aqui." No Japão, onde a linguagem é um espelho tão fiel da hierarquia e do respeito, uma dessas frases se destaca. Ela é quase universal entre os visitantes e, sem perceber, pinta um quadro instantâneo de estrangeiro. Se você é daquelas pessoas que ama descobrir esses segredos culturais para viajar de um jeito mais autêntico, não esquece de deixar o like e se inscrever no canal, porque estamos só começando a desvendar esses mistérios. So, the next time you find yourself in Tokyo or any new cultural landscape, remember the power of Sumimasen, not as a universal key, but as a specific tool in your linguistic toolkit. Listen more than you speak. Observe como os locais interagem. Note quando eles usam Sumimasen e, mais importante, quando não dão. The goal isn't to perfectly imitate a native speaker, but to communicate thoughtfulness and respect. When you use Arigatou Gozaimasu for thanks, when you preface a question com o gentil "Chotto sumimasen" ou oferece um direto "Gomen nasai" quando precisar, você não está só falando palavras, você está construindo pontes, uma carinhosamente escolhida frase a cada vez. É desses pequenos, mendados atos que transformam uma simples visita em uma genuína conexão. For more insights into navigating the world's most fascinating cultures with grace and confidence, make sure to subscribe to Layover Lingo.